Let's begin the installation of the Lexion LX10S for the 7th generation Lexus ES, model years 2018 to 2022. First, remove the factory radio. Gently pull the leather panel on top of the instrument cluster toward you to release the silver side moldings. Once they come loose, slide the lower trim toward the passenger side and remove it. Next, fully remove the silver moldings. Pull the AC control panel forward and disconnect the black connector. Now move to the gear knob. Pull the shift boot down, then push the black clip on the lower left outward. Lift the gear knob to remove it. Take off the leather side trims around the gear panel. Below the radio, pull out the small plastic panel by grabbing the right corner firmly. Partially detach the panel around the parking brake and the one under the glove box. Lift the gear panel up and disconnect all connectors. Remove the 4 10mm bolts holding the radio and take the unit out. Use a soft blanket to protect the interior from scratches during this process. Now, let's remove the OEM monitor. Use a panel removal tool to pry the right end outward. Leverage the tool for easier removal. Unscrew the 2 10mm bolts and pull the monitor out. Disconnect the black and blue connectors. The airbag indicator connector and the clock connector behind the monitor. Next, remove the airbag indicator module, rear cover, clips, and analog clock from the OEM monitor to transfer them to the new unit. If the airbag module isn't moved, a warning light will stay on, so this step is essential. Start by removing the analog clock. Use a small Phillips screwdriver to take out all visible silver screws. Then, remove the larger screws holding the metal bracket. After removing the bracket, take out the hidden screws underneath. Release the clips and remove the back cover to expose the airbag module. Unscrew and remove the module. Now get the Lexion LX10S monitor ready. Clean the inside of the glass or use compressed air before installing the clock to avoid dust. Install the clock, then attach the original back cover. Next, we move on to wiring. At the back of the OEM radio, use the white and gray connectors. The black connector at the top can stay connected or be unplugged for convenience. Connect the white OEM connector to the Lexion connector with green and brown wires. Then, plug that connector into the back of the radio. Do the same with the gray OEM connector. It connects to the Lexion one with yellow and red wires. Then connect the small black OEM connector to the black Lexion connector. Take the two remaining connectors from the harness and route them toward the monitor. Run them up through the center air vent. It's easy, and there's enough space. Take the white Lexion connector with the yellow RCA jack and plug it into the black OEM connector. Then connect the RCA to the back video in on the main harness. Next, plug the blue LVDS adapter into the monitor. Connect the OEM blue LVDS connector to the other end. Once all connections are made, start the engine and test everything: rear camera, OEM touchpad, and display. Make sure all functions work properly before final assembly. Wrap the airbag indicator module in thick foam tape for protection. Reconnect the analog clock connector. To install the monitor, partially lift the center speaker cover and slide the monitor into place. The airbag indicator mod, place it behind the analog clock. This is the only safe space inside the dashboard due to limited room. The back of the monitor locks together with the speaker for a secure fit. Once aligned, fasten the two 10mm bolts. Remove the screen protector and snap the front bezel back on. Before reinstalling the radio, check that all connectors are properly plugged in. The USB port is routed toward the passenger side. Because of added wiring, space behind the radio may be tight. Rearrange the connectors to fit them into the empty space before pushing the radio in. Make sure to slightly pull out the parking brake panel to avoid damage. If you force the radio in without checking this, the panel can get scratched or dented. If the storage compartment blocks installation, remove it temporarily. Once the radio aligns with the bolt holes, secure it with the four 10mm bolts. Reinstall the small panel to the left of the glove box. Align the top with the glove box and the bottom with the footlight panel for a proper fit. Reconnect the AC control panel and snap it into place. Then reinstall the leather dashboard cover by aligning it from the windshield side first. Next, insert the silver molding. And then the long lower trim panel. Reconnect all connectors to the gear panel and shift into reverse or neutral to reinsert it easily. If the engine is on, remember to press the brake while shifting. Insert the small panel below the radio and reinstall the leather trims on both sides. Finally, start the engine and check for any error messages. If everything works normally, the installation is complete. Thanks for watching, and feel free to reach out if you have any questions.